Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And a good afternoon to all Giving Back Australia followers. Am I excited to tell you that we are on the Sunshine Coast of Queensland again with our beautiful brothers from Brothers in Need who are coming over and been kind enough to share this experience with us. And to my left, my special dear number one fan, Cathleen, who we're super excited to tell you today. We've gone from the hospital on the first visit to the rehabilitation centre on the second visit, and now I'm very happy to be announcing to you guys that my superwoman is at home doing well. I'm going to allow her to give you an update. Good afternoon, my beautiful lady.
Good afternoon, Shab. My dear boy, you're just so good to come and visit me, and I'm very excited to see you and Dean. And I have to tell all your friends that I'm making very good progress, and God, Allah, is looking after me most carefully.
Cathleen, we look forward to seeing you, and every time we see you, you seem to make us feel more and more welcome.
Oh yes, of
course.
Course.
We dress different, we look different, but it doesn't seem to faze you. And I've always wanted to ask you why.
Well, because I'm perfectly natural. Everybody is my friend until they prove otherwise. And they've got to prove otherwise. So therefore, everybody is my friend.
Okay.
I love humanity. I love people. I know the real truth of their centre, the very middle of their heart, which is God. Or Allah, if you like. Same thing. So I know that people try and do the best they can most of the time. Even if they're doing the wrong thing, they honestly believe it's the right thing. And I can forgive everything if it hits me. So there you are.
I don't want to get in trouble. So I've been told by Lena, who is one of our volunteers at Giving Back Australia.
Yeah.
She sends her love. She's dying to meet you.
Oh,
she wants to come up here, and if she was here right now, she'd probably given you big hugs. So give a big hello to Lena.
Hello, Lena. It's lovely to know that you're my friend. I'm delighted to know that you're going to come and see me one day. And I've got to stay on the earth while that happens.
Oh, trust me, you will.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of gifts for you, and if you don't mind, I would like to give them to you.
Oh, I would love it.
So, every time we come up, we like to give you something special.
You're the kindest
So
man.
let me just grab it. 1 second. Okay, here we go. We've got two things. Again, they're nothing big, but we try our best. First one is a beautiful bunch of flowers from the team at Giving Back Australia.
Oh, look at those, aren't they beautiful? Just take a look at them. Every time I see Shub, he gives me flowers. Now, that's from the heart. There's no doubt about that.
Kathleen, from the team at Giving Back Australia, we've got our team coffee mugs. And the team before I left said to me, well, Kathleen is part of our team, so they've gone out and they've made you a GBA, Giving Back Australia.
My goodness me.
Coffee mug, and that's for you.
One. That's for my coffee.
So every time you drink a coffee, you can only drink it in that cup.
Giving Back Australia, it's a beautiful concept, and I will really. Oh, it's a lovely handle on that. That's a good, strong handle.
Thank you.
Whoever designed this mug did a very good job.
God bless Kmart.
Oh, and you put this on it. That's a marvellous idea.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Give us an update on your health.
My health is great, thanks be to God, Allah, and I'm managing my little walker. I'm getting back my balance to some extent. Isn't that right, Paula? That's my daughter. And yes, and I'm feeling much better. I'm getting back to my music and my writing of songs and my writing of stories for the children and songs for the teachers and all the rest of it that I do, and it's on the internet. And I suppose I could tell them that I'm also Granny Blackberries.
Wow.
GrannyBlackberries.com.
There you go. So she's got a website.
I've got a website.
For anyone that wants to have a look.
If you want to have a look at what I do, you'll find it all on the website.
Absolutely. I've been lucky to have a look at the kids' storybooks that you write and the music that you write. It's good that people are enjoying life.
That's right. I'm all for enjoy. I think laughter is a very important thing. You know, Allah has a great sense of humour. And people don't realise this very much. And it's the same with the Christians when they talk about God. They think God has to be very sombre and very serious and all. But he's got a tremendous sense of humour. Absolutely brilliant.
Couple of questions for you,
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
No.
For anybody who's never met a Muslim
Yeah.
and only sees what they see on TV,
Oh my goodness, talk.
and we all know, let's face it, you hardly ever see something positive.
No.
So for the ones that have never met any of us, what's your advice to somebody like that?
My advice to somebody like that is to actually go out, maybe into the local marketplace, and look for a place where Muslims are available, like maybe a restaurant or a cafe. We've got them here on the Sunshine Coast, and they are lovely people, very heartwarming, very friendly, very honest, and we love them. We find that they do, you know, they are special people. Okay, so they talk about Islam and all the rest of it, and they talk about ISIS and they talk about everything, but I find that if you look at I'm very a great person for what you call it, YouTube. And if I look about anything about Muslims there, it's always negative, it's disgusting. So go out and meet your own friends amongst the Islamic community, and then you'll know you've got real people, beautiful people, and they have no more time for all this terrorism than anybody else.
Look, I can honestly say I've never met a Muslim in Australia that's not a proud Australian.
That's right.
And we
Yeah,
love this country.
And not only that, but you give back so much to this country, and people don't realise that. You too, Dean, I know you give a lot back to this country, and you spend a lot of time working on behalf of Australians.
Brothers in Need do a marvellous job, absolutely.
Brothers in Need, yeah, and Sisters in Need. What happens to the Sisters in Need?
So what's happening with Sisters in Need?
We've also got a Sisters in Need organisation
You have.
alongside Brothers in Need. So
Oh,
we all
thank-
help brothers, sisters,
Oh,
everyone.
thank God, thank
Yeah.
Allah for that, yes.
Gary, I got a voice from him on WhatsApp. He's watching us right now.
Oh, is he?
All right, so sorry, Gary, but it's my time with the beautiful Kathleen now, and you can stay over in Thailand. So what's Gary doing over there right now?
Well, he's helping, I don't know what he's doing, he's talking, of course. He spends a lot of time talking, but mind you, he's a good talker and he knows what he's talking about, and his work is very, very important over there, and it's all to do with looking after the women and the children.
He did tell me that, and he said some of them are Muslim.
Oh yes, they're very friendly with the Muslim community in Maysot. And they get together and they work together. The two girls who are the staff there.
What's their names?
One is Michelle Moore, and the other is Ruth Lesmana.
And hello to them before
Hello to
they
them,
get angry at me as well.
Oh no, they'll never get angry with you.
No?
No, they're very.
Must be just Gary.
They're marvellous. they're wonderful girls, and they teach all sorts, but self-defence for the girls and for the children. They look after the babies, the children, the young girls who are very, very vulnerable, and also the mother.
Well, we want to open up an invitation that if you ever feel fit and you're well to travel, we want to welcome you to fly down to Sydney. We want to pick you up from the airport. We want to put you in a hotel. All the different Muslim organisations that are doing all the community work, and you can experience firsthand. Obviously, you're not going to be running around, but we'll make sure
I wasn't going to be running around.
I should run more than you, mate.
Well, I wanted to have a hanging off the fan competition.
Back to the point where I can walk and run around. Don't you worry.
Well, we want to set you a goal. We're hoping you get well enough where we want you to come down and we want you to meet the team. We're going to be catering for you, your hotel, your transport, your meals, everything. We are absolutely nothing, but we want you to come down and experience firsthand what we actually do, and that way you actually get to see it for yourself and get to tell others on what you see with your own eyes.
Yes, that would be a wonderful goal. I'm going to work towards that.
Awesome.
I'll work towards that, and I will. You're marvellous, the work you do, and I hope Australia appreciates you as I appreciate you. And as Gary appreciates you, and as Paula, my daughter, appreciates you. Because honestly, you do such good work for all Australians. It should make some of them very ashamed of themselves, because some of them are just, all they want is to make headlines, you know, panic-stricken headlines for everybody. And that's not the way to treat humanity. You've got to nurture them and love them.
Paula, why do you think... sorry, Kathleen, Paula's over there. My brain, it's not the best. My wife will tell you that.
Oh.
Why do you think that all these headlines are always out there, you know, painting bad things about Muslims? There's got to be a reason why this continuously happens.
I think it's because they don't know them, and humanity is so brainwashed in their education with programs that are put in place for them that they don't realise that just because they don't understand, there's no reason to hate and start saying that they're all wrong and they're bad. That's ridiculous. But however, people are, you know, they're training in school, and with all due respect, in many cases it's their mentors, you could call them mentors, the people who are supposed to be teaching them how to behave and what to do and what to think. They're putting all the wrong stuff into their heads. This is not the way. If people listen to their own hearts, and honestly listen to their own hearts, they won't treat others badly like that or think badly of them. They'll know that people are doing their best in very difficult circumstances, and really speaking, everybody is worthy.
Absolutely, and we live in the best country in the world, and it's called
absolutely.
Australia.
And I'll tell you something, the Sunshine Coast is the best part of that country.
Look, I'm not complaining. I like coming up here. I love coming up here. Look, we're going to end this short because my brother Gary's waiting, and we're going to cut this one off, and we're going to do a joint live video to catch up with Gary and what's happening over there in Thailand, because I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to see what's going on with Gary. Kathleen, from all the Muslims in Australia, around the world, we want to say we're very happy that you've progressed. You're getting better. We can't wait to see you in Sydney and welcome you. From Brothers in Need and Giving Back Australia, we want to say thank you very much for allowing us to come into your home. And Paula, for the hospitality that you provided us from since we walked in here. Honestly, a very humble thank you very much for Muslims here and all around the world. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.